If you people them have that problem here, isn't it? Wait, then plug in easy. Now I get knocked out of it. Alright, so the light come on. But not no company TV, isn't it? When you turn it on. TV turn on now. Alright, so this is a Bluesonik Reman number BSK 500 blah 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 backlight not backlight not working. Alright, so first you have to get out all that screws. So we're going to take out all these screws. Alright. Give you some there underneath. Should be underneath, but we're going to take out all and screw them. So I'm going to work on the one, you know. The future. Yeah, look how I see. Alright. Alright, so we'll pause the video and continue. Alright, so we're going to take out all that, screw them, and then we'll get back on. Alright, so all of the screws remove. Alright. Alright, boss. Alright. So now we got the pry open, right? Be careful when you pry it open because there are some ribbons underneath here. We're not using the screwdrivers or anything because it might break the ribbon. Right. Good. Right. Alright, so how we're going to now, just pry it open, lift it off, and get this out of the way. Alright, so disconnect the power cord, the speakers. Alright, so speakers disconnect from here, and yeah, so move the tape. All the adhesives. Oh, no, that's not a screwdriver. Alright, so this is the buttons, the line for the buttons. So I'm gonna cut this out. Alright, now that is done, put this one side. Move the power cord, put it one side. Yep. Alright, so now have to remove all the ribbons and careful when you're removing these ribbons. And then we're going to remove all the screws. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 7 screws. And then after removing the 7 screws, removing the ribbon, flip it over. You remove the screws, then remove the face panel. There's a ribbon around the screen or plastic around the screen. Yeah. So you remove that. Alright, so when removing the screws, remember to carefully put them aside, right? Because you're going to need them. So what I do when I have a magnet where I put the screws, that way they don't fall off or fall apart. So we're going to remove the screws. Alright, so for this particular Bluesonik, there's only one strip and the one at the bottom. Right, bro? Right. So there's only one strip. Right? So we're going to put this down carefully. But we're going to need it again. So as you can see, the screen is now assembled. Right? There's nothing holding in the screen at the moment. So what we're going to do now is the ribbon. Carefully, because these ribbons are easy to tear or lift off the circuit board, and that's gonna be another headache. Alright, so I'm gonna put down the phone so we can do it carefully. So remove the ribbon, turn over the TV on the back, and then just lift the LCD off, or the glass part of the screen. Alright, so this particular TV doesn't have a strip around it. Normally that would hold in the TV. So what they do, they glued it in. It is glued on. Right? So this is gonna be a bit tricky. So there's two ways to remove this glue or this screen off to pull it out. Is the one we're gonna use a heat gun and heat around the edges, right? And then lift it while heating so the adhesive can be released. Or two, we're gonna use a draw wire, like we get at the edge, and then put a wire on the inside and just pull it so it removes the adhesive around it. Come on. So be careful when removing this one. This one is a bit tricky. Alright, so we're gonna use the wire method, because heating the screen sometimes damages it. Alright. We're gonna use the heat method. Something like this. This is what we call a heat gun. And yeah, heat it gradually, lift it while heating. But this method now, I'm gonna use the wire. So if you don't have the wire, you do what I do. Alright, get a old transformer, right? A charger. Almost every charger has a transformer. So the transformer break it down from 110 current to probably sometime 12, 9, etc. This particular one break it down from 110 to 16 volt. Alright, but it's no longer working. Or let's say it's going to be working for another purpose. Alright, so we're going to use this wire out of it, right? Out of the coil. Right, so we need to get this out. So what I did, I was break it, right? And we're gonna have to break that as well. And then we have access to the roll. Yes. Yes. So this is the how we're gonna do it. Put it underneath. And then all we need to do now is just pull. Yeah. So it's hard to do with holding the phone. But yeah, you get the idea. Alright, so we are at the end. So as I said, after getting it under the screen, it's as easy as ABC. So all you need to do is just pull. Alright. And that's it. Now it's completely lift off. So now all I need to do is just take off the screen. Alright, so there's normally 3 layers before we get to the LEDs, right? So there's this thin layer, then this shiny layer, and then this thick canvas layer. Alright, so what we need to do, normally to get it about the same way it is, we normally take out everything at the same time. So you just need to just pull it forward. Alright, so we normally just take out everything, and same as it is, we put the same way it come out on top of the screen. So that way you get it back. Same way disassemble it. So these are the LEDs. So one of these is bad. Alright, so we're gonna put on this. Alright, so put down the LED face down. We're gonna put these down, face down. Alright. So now we need to release this thin layer of plastic. Alright. So this is what reflect the light in the back of the screen. Alright, so we need to remove screws from here. Here, here. And then normally it is glued down, so you might have to apply a little force to get it released. Alright, so for the next step, we need to get the strips or the whole thing into a dark room. And then now we're going to show you how to test these lights to know which one is bad, because normally or most times, 95% of the times, is one of the LED gone bad. Right, so we're going to troubleshoot. When it's not the LED, then we have to check the board. So first step, we're going to troubleshoot from here. Normally we would test here to see if we're getting any voltage or current. That would save us the trip to check in everything. But I have a very pretty or a good feeling that it's one of the LED. So we'll go into just check them one by one, just to sure guarantees that everything is okay. Oh shoot. Alright, so don't do what I do, accidentally pull this out of it. Alright, so first thing we need to do is disconnect this from the main board, because we're going to apply current, or we could test it from here and apply the voltage to everything. So normally I think the voltage across each one of these should be like 1.5. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So that's 24 times 1.5. Yeah, something around that. I'm not sure the voltage in this one, but what we're gonna use a 5-volt charger or adapter to test each one. If we know the voltage for this specific one, we could apply the voltage to all of it, but then we wouldn't know which one is bad. So now we're going to test it one by one, or we could test it strip by strip. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically this whole strip will be about 12 volts, right? So we could test the whole strip, or let's say it's best to do it one by one. All right, so I'm going to get the adapter and the USB and my tester to do this part, and I'll show you what to do next. All right, so remember to disconnect these so you don't send the load back into the main board. Just give it a little toggle. Or just lift the front and pull. Right, so lift the front, pull. Alright, so all is disconnected. I'm going to do the testing. So ensure you're in a dark area so you can actually see the lights. Right? Okay. Alright, so you're gonna get one regular USB Zoom, whether it's a type C N or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or iPhone or whichever one. So you get it. Alright. Then now you're gonna cut off the Zoom, cut off the tip. Alright. Alright, so you're gonna leave like the red and black wire. Some have different colors, some will have 2 wire. You're gonna need the positive and negative, right? So as you can see, it's a regular USB. You cut off the end. So this is what we're gonna use to test it. You see me? If you're gonna move a tester, you can use a tester, you see me? But this is so basic, you don't even need no tester. See, basically what I mean tester is to test the load and not even the load, just the tip when I really want. A sharp point there if you test with the probes or whatever. Alright, so you don't even need no tester. For you have a charger, a regular phone charger, it work. Alright, so USB check, Zoom, dark enough room, check. I need the adapter basically. Well, I need an extension. Alright, so current check, adapter, regular USB, ensure. Alright, so ensure the tips are not joined together. So put those of the tester, put negative wire and negative probe, positive wire and positive probe. Alright, so connect with charger, so connect it to the probes, right? And as you can see, I get 4.97 volt. So this brick is not such a good brick, right? So a regular fast charger is supposed to get like 5 volt or 5 point something volt. So this charger wouldn't charge my phone very fast enough, but it wouldn't give one slow charge. But anyway, so on the strip you have like negative poles, alright, positive pole, and that's how it goes all the way, right? Main current coming in, negative, positive, alright. Alright, so to check the check each one of them. Let's see if I can hold it well. Let's see. Alright, so it's difficult to hold while definitely in one of those stands. Alright, so what we do, put the probe on the negative side. Alright. Also, let's see if I can get at least one way you can see. So negative and positive. Alright. So as you can see now, so this one is good. So we're gonna go through everything, check them one by one like that, and we're going to see which one is bad. So this one is good. So a bad one would not light up, right? Alright. Alright, so far we're going to find one that is not working. So all of them except this one is not working. So that's the culprit. Or that's the one that needs to be changed. Alright. So we just need a LED for this one. So you can get an LED from an old TV, or you can order the LEDs online, or you can order the whole strip online. So when ordering the strip online, you're going to use the model number, right? That's on the strip, right? And then you use either eBay or Amazon or wherever you order from, and yeah, you get the whole complete strip. You don't even have to go through about testing anything, right? And you just plug and go. So pull it up, put it back down, connect it, fit it back up, and you're good. But for this one, we're going to replace this bulb with another LED, and that should solve the problem. So whenever you're testing, right, and you come across at the ends, sometimes I don't have the test probe like this, right? So what you have to do is just scratch the surface, and yeah, and then you can test afterwards. But this is the only one that doesn't have any light in it, so we're going to change this one. Alright, so here we have a similar strip from an old damaged TV. So we're going to test one of these bulbs and then just replace the bulb with the one that we fixed in. Alright, so normally we would use the heat gun, lift this up, and then use the heat gun again and take off the LED, but found out that that method damages the LED while changing it, because we'd have to heat it off and then heat it on, so that damage the LED and cause Even if it's working, the durability of that LED is not durable anymore due to the heat. Yeah, so it won't last long. So now what we do now, we get a strip and we just cut it, right, and remove the one off the old one, cut this one that we're going to put on the old one, right, and then just use the same copper wire that we took out of our transformer and solder it on, so that way less heat goes to the LED and it lasts a lot longer. Alright, so we remove the old bulb from here and tape it off, because bottom of this is metal, so this is where this one is going to go, right there. So we're gonna have a wire probe, connect this one to here and this one to there, and that's it, we're done. So next step, we're gonna need glue to glue this on here. You can use the stick glue, and then we will need 2 strips of copper wire and solder wire and a solder or heat gun or solder iron, and the problem should be fixed afterwards. Alright, so we have our solder iron or copper wire from our transformer. We need flux. We don't have to use it because solders nowadays come built-in flux. Alright. Alright, so this is the finished product, and this is how it looks when it's finished. So it's pretty sturdy, so we don't really need to use any glue. Yeah, that's it. So we just need to plug it in, turn it on, and we'll see. Alright, moment of truth. Here's me. You can see chopping now. So we I get power light, so I guess we no mash up nothing. Yeah, so we power it on now. Smart style. And so you do it at Jamaica, you do it active. Yeah. Alright. So I just pick up and I'll do the track. No joke. Alright, so that's how you replace the backlight, and now you can see everything active and so on. Alright, so now that we're finished, we're gonna fit it up. Alright. So as I said before, to place it the same way, we take it off. Here we're gonna put it back on every piece, every blade. The next tricky part gonna be at the end, because this particular supplier, the glue there, and we're gonna have to glue it back. Yes. I recommend buttons. Or if you have the baby size strip tape, Alright, so you know it have a hard to do it, hold the phone and put it on at the same time. Alright, I forget one tripod, no joke. Alright, so when you put it back in, so look, as you can see, it not even look like we do anything to it, really and sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is in, putting back the screws, the brackets, and then this part is finished. We take out the display. Alright, so now we have all of these, as you can see. It is right, it's good to have a container to store these things in. You know where to reach them when you're finished. Right? Our screws are on our magnet, so we're going to screw this back in. Alright. The screwdrivers, and it's the smallest screws there. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so as I say, the same way we take off these sheets, the same way we put them back on. Alright. So now only thing is left is the LCD glass, and as I said, due to the manufacturer, we will have to glue it back on, because then it made no provision differently. So, and we have to ensure that we use the proper glue, because there is no other support to hold it in, and if it's not glued properly, it's gonna fall and break. And the hardest thing to get is the glass for the TV. So far I haven't found anywhere that sells or replace glasses for TV. Alright, so be careful with that part, especially it's not replaceable. Alright, so normally would I use double side tape, special double side tape that they use, but I don't have that double side tape. Or we can use urethane, that was good, and provide the cushion that the glass would need. But sadly, I don't have any urethane at the moment. So we are going to use Patex. Right, Patex, very good adhesive, and yeah, it works great. So that's what we have, and I think the Patex will hold it better than the double side tape that we use, because it's the hardest thing to get back, the double side tape that the manufacturer use. Alright, so that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna lace the Patex right round, and then and then we're gonna do the same thing on the glass, and then let it set for about half an hour, and then just place it back on, and that should hold it. Alright, so we're gonna skip this part, because as I said, we're just gonna glue right around. Alright, so I would advise put lots of glues in the corners, the center top. Alright, so those part, put lots of glues there. You don't have to put it on everything, because you never know when you want to go back inside the TV to fix something else. Alright, and imagine you wanting to go back into the side of the TV and you lock yourself out. Alright, so just make sure you put a lot in the corners. Alright, so this is how it looks after it has been glued. It's a bit rough, discolored, but yeah, it will hold. Best thing to use though, it can use urethane, or if you have a good double side tape, you can clean off the entire thing and then use the double side tape. Alright, so afterwards I'm going to rub out all these excess patex, and that should do it. Alright, so now we're in the process of fitting it back up. As you can see, it is holding, it's not lifting. Alright.